Hello, my friends, and welcome to an indie Dylan in the Details. Yes, indeed, we're taking a look at Carrion today because, frankly, I think it's one of the better titles that has gone, overlooked. Just because it has lesser graphics does not mean it is less of a game. And here I show you exactly what the game's all about. You are a creature who has escaped, and pretty much you're gonna wreak havoc on everyone in here. Now, is there a point to all this? Hell yes, there is. There's actually a really decent story behind all this. I got very far in this game, as far as I could. The problem is navigation. This is a hard bitch to navigate. Let me tell you. I mean, games like Metroid and games like, where you have so many levels to just check out and explore, well, this is one of those games. Boom. And that is what I'm talking about. You are kind of the bad guy, I guess you could say. It just depends on your perspective, but you can wreak havoc on all the scientists, all the workers inside. And not only is it fun, it's purposeful. You're eating these people to gain your strength. If you've lost any health, well, eat a person and you will regain your strength. And you start out as a smaller creature, and I'll show you later where I ended the game and where I got stuck pretty much. This is so fun. Ripping apart all these poor innocent scientists, it's a fun time. And I love games that are violent and visceral, but this one, it's in a way violent that is acceptable. It's not a high detail game. You're looking at a side scroller for the most part. I don't remember any part of the game that doesn't look like this, but the gore is kind of fun, kind of funny. It's not too serious, but holy shit. What a great... This is a fun game to me. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Games that get overlooked often look like this. And it's like people are thinking, oh, because it's got lame graphics, and I don't really find the graphics lame, but this is how people sound. People are like, well, it's got lame graphics, Dylan, so I don't really want to be a part of that. It doesn't look all that great. You just slide around like a creature all over the place. It's cool, man. It's cool. There's a lot of depth here. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do. And actually, it's quite a challenge. I'm sure in this video I'll show you it is a challenge. There isn't completely stupid AI. I'd say it's better AI than Cyberpunk. But here you get a glimpse at the outdoors, which eventually you do get out of this area. And no spoilers in this. This is just, me flying off the handle saying, check this game out. I meant to do it a lot sooner, but it didn't make sense until right now. The drought of video games currently in 2021 is so great that I'd say looking on Game Pass at these older games, at these games that you may have missed out on, well, there are so many that you can just dig into. As you'll see in my videos soon to come, new and old, I will show you that there are games on Game Pass worth the money. This is one of them. This is one of the games that I was interested in checking out. A while back I seen it on one of the channels, either GameSpot or IGN, but they talked about this and I was like, wow, you can actually be the bad guy and devour a bunch of human beings. Interesting. Finally a game where they don't restrict you. And I think it's all about context. Like, you couldn't do this in, I don't think, other titles. Like, games like Manhunt, it's basically a snuff film for the most part. Manhunt is... That's why it got censored, that's why it got blocked. But in this, I guess it's taken a lot less serious as it's mostly pixels. And even if it's pixels to me, it's still fun as hell to just, take apart this laboratory. Just, I wouldn't say revenge, but I am definitely taking action that on some part is deserved. I mean, they created this creature, I'm sure, so we'll see. But anyway, there's physics, there's cool lighting. I think the graphics aren't really all that bad. I think it's just perspective, man. I mean, depends on what kind of graphics you can handle and how you feel about all that. Me personally, screw it. If the game's fun, it's fun. I don't care if it's 16-bit, 8-bit, or 4K. Graphics to me are something that, it matters. I'm not saying graphics don't matter. But to me, that's secondary to everything else. Atmosphere, audio, music, You know, just everything you expect there to be in a complete experience. That's what I want. You know, graphics, I just really, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to have fun. And this is one of those titles that I consider fun. Just fun as hell. And the only thing is, getting lost in these crevices, this unbelievable maze of just pure technological genius, I really just, you know, it shocks me sometimes. And here we go, our first gunman. Oh, look at that, taking it like a champ. I tell you what, that poor guy, you know, I mean, it just, that's how it goes. You fight who is fighting you. You gotta defend yourself. And the creature is simply defending itself, so too bad, so sad, Mr. Pistol Guy. Oh, and I love this. Unlocking new areas by, like, infecting them. Just very cool, man. Very cool stuff going on in this game. It reminds me of The Thing, plus, like, Metroid. And that's what I love about Carrion. Hunter and prey, oh my gosh. Sometimes the AI, seriously, it seriously shocks me. Like, it's like a horror movie and you're the crazy psychopath, or you're the, you know, creature going through the vents, hiding. And they're the people pointing the gun at the vent, thinking, where the hell is this creature, this psychopath? Like, this is just, I love this. There is a lot you can do here. You have to roam around, see which angle to come from, and this is just cool as hell. You have to, you know, shoot your arm across the room to pull that lever, and you can growl in the vents and scare the people and make them think you're coming from one location when you're coming from another. And you can devour them. So incredible. I know human beings look pretty fragile, and they are, of course. But later on, people start wearing body armor, and they have electrical shields that you have to figure out how to get around. And once you start unlocking doors and things start opening up, the areas just become huge. This is a really big game that, you know, I could have bought for, you know, whatever it was, $30 at the beginning. Or I could have waited till Game Pass, and I waited till Game Pass, and look, this much content for $1. Can't get better. But holy shit, man, we just upgraded, and there's a bunch of those upgrades throughout the game. You can use your arm now to sling across the room and get the levers. So that's just one thing you unlock. Later on, holy shit, let me show you guys. Later on, and no spoilers, of course, I like this game, and I don't like spoiling games I like. This particular game, you can eventually do so much different shit. And you're a little blob right here, but let me show you. You become a serious creature to deal with. By the way, look at this load time on the Xbox One. Like, it's instant. I didn't, you know, have a game already loaded. I reloaded the game, and boom, we're in. But damn, look at that creature now. Huge! And I don't know what kind of things you go up against in the final acts. I don't know how far I am. I must be pretty far. I at least feel like I'm very far. But damn, I don't know what's coming. But now we can be parasitic snakes in the water. Holy shit. This is sick. And when you come out of the water, it's like flawless. Just seamless. Holy shit. Still can't get through that way. I am having trouble figuring out what to do in this game, because I think I've seen the final area. Like, I can see it in the distance, but I can't get in. Something is blocking me. And listen to that score. That is bumping, dude. That is what I call a serious horror score. And this game deserves a look in every direction, you know? I think this won some awards, but honestly, that's not enough. I think it needs to win the eyes of everybody. See? I mean, I'm very close to beating this game. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I assume it's going to be pretty crazy. The cutscenes are relaxed and can be annoying, I guess. There's sequences where you play as a different person, and it's cool, but it can kind of slow down the pace of the game as the gameplay changes. I just wanted to bring this game to you guys today because, frankly, I don't think it gets enough attention. And it's horror, it's sci-fi, it's a damn gory-ass violent game, and it hits the spot when we get down to the brass tacks.